What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q, man. Welcome back to another video. So actually, this one's gonna be a little different today. No truck video content today, man. So I'm on my way to go run an errand really quick, and I'll let y'all know what we're doing, why we're doing it. Look at that. So I'll let y'all know what we're doing today once I get done running my errand really quick, because I do need this. Well, I don't really need it, but I do want this for what I'm gonna be doing today. So I'll catch y'all once I get over to the store. Alright guys, we are here. Academy Sports and Outdoors. The right stuff, the right price, every day. Academy. This is what I need right here. Magazines too. Jeep. Nice Jeep right here. Alright guys, so I just left the store and I'm about to show y'all what I got here. And you probably gonna know what we're doing today. So, clip for my another magazine, for my gun. So I do have you can see there, M&P 9mm Shield. So here it is. Like I said, you can see it fits in my hand, almost fits in the palm of my hand, which is why I like it, because it's super small, easy to conceal, and that's why I went with this. So actually, I only had this for a few weeks now, so I'm actually going to the range to shoot it today, which is why I had to come get some of this stuff. What we're doing today, I'll get more into this when I get home. I'll kind of show you my gun collection, if you want to call it that. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. If you're in, here's my case. I actually got this off Amazon. It's super cool case. Actually, it's carbon fiber design, as you can see. And it's super cool. It's the gun very well. The thing I like about it, as you can see there, it covers the trigger. Sorry, let me put this down. It covers the trigger and the magazine release. I heard a lot of people on this gun, this magazine release is very sensitive, so you can easily press it while you're concealing it, and the magazine kind of pop out. So that's the main reason I got it. But you can see it's a very nice case. CYA Supply is the company. Holds the gun pretty well. You can see it's not coming out at all. You got to really give it a good pull and tug on it to get it out of the case. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Like I said, a little different video than my car stuff. Get back to the house and kind of wrap this video up. All right, so what's up, guys? I made it back home, and as I said before, so I'm gonna show y'all my gun collection. I guess you want to call it, not really collection, because I only have 2 guns. So you just saw one. So I'm gonna grab my other gun here real quick. So, shotgun, and this is the H&R Partner pump. Let me actually back up so y'all can see. So, as you can see, so it's a pump action shotgun. It's not loaded, for any of you wondering. It's already open, actually. Sorry, so, but it's not loaded. Let's see. So I had this now for about 4 or 5 years or something like that, man. Pretty good time. I took it to the range probably 4 or 5 times now. Put a good number of rounds through it. I ain't have no complaints on it. I mean, it's a shotgun, it's pump action. I think it holds, if I remember correctly, 6 in the magazine here, and then you can have 1 in the chamber, so I think you get like 7 rounds out of it. I mean, I'm not an expert in guns, guys. I'm not pretending to be an expert. You know, I just know a little bit. If I didn't know something, I usually just YouTube it like everybody else does. But hold on, actually, let me lower my camera. Maybe a little better. So yeah, I mean, it's just a black, I mean, it's a nice pump action shotgun, man. I mean, that's really it is. It has a safety down here. Red means fire. Black safety on. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not taking this to the range with me today because, one, I shot it a few times. I shot it quite often, actually. And so I don't really care to shoot it again, I guess, if that makes sense. And 2, it shreds the paper. I mean, it's point and shoot with this thing. It tears the paper up. So today I really want to work on shooting my other gun, which you shot earlier, and just, you know, for the most part, just really work on like kind of shooting with some accuracy, I guess, to see, because with, like I said, with this, again, you just point and shoot and, you know, holes everywhere. But yeah, so that's one. I usually keep this, you know, at the house, if, you know, home defense type weapon. There's really nothing to it. This is pretty Pretty simple, pretty standard shotgun. It does look pretty good. I like the black, and it has like a soft padding right here, as you can tell. So when you put that here, you know, up against that shoulder, right in there against the shoulder, it's give you some cushion. It's not like a hard, whatchamacallit. So yeah, that's the H&R Partner pump action shotgun, 12 gauge. It is a 12 gauge, sorry, I didn't mention that. So 12 gauge shotgun. And moving to, put that down there, my other gun. So this is the one I just bought. Get a little closer with this one. This is the M&P. You can see M&P, and it focuses. Get to focus, come on, focus. And go focus. But it's the M&P 9mm Shield. So it is a 9mm handgun. The main reason I got it, super small. Like I said, look, it almost fits in my hand. Just hold my hand up. Super small, and it's for concealment. You know, I didn't want anything big and blocky that I couldn't carry. It's a haven't shot. I just got it, so it's gonna be my first time shooting it today, which is why we're going to the range. And so it comes with 2 clips, 7-round magazine, and it comes with an 8-round magazine, and you can hold one in the chamber. So you're looking at 8 rounds with the 7-round magazine, and you're looking at 9 rounds with the 8-round magazine. So it comes with those 2, but I actually went and bought another one. So I have 2 8-round magazines, you see here, in the 7-round magazine. So, I mean, overall, man, it's a cool little, you know, cool gun, super small, like I said. It's not loaded either. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it shoots today, which is, like I said, while we going. But I do like here on the back, kind of got like some grip here for you for your hand. Got this for a good price. I'm actually gonna go back for price-wise. So for that shotgun, I got it for about, I think it was like under $150 when I got it. And if you're ever into handguns or guns in general, you know guns can be expensive. So I got that one for like under $150, and I got this one for under $300 actually. So it's a pretty good price for this gun. It was under $300. A good price point, something small. And for me, like I said, it's just for protection purposes. That's it. You know, maybe go to the range every now and then as well. Also, the other thing I got when I went to the store was this. It's called the Uplula. So it's UPLULA. Uplula, however you want to pronounce it. So if you ever try to load a gun, I'll show y'all really quick. If you ever try to load a gun, you know it can be pretty difficult once you start getting a good number of rounds in there. And I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself from earlier when I was in the car, but I might be. If you're trying to, maybe this one, load a magazine, you know, you push down, take the bullet here, you push down, slide back. Now it's in there. So when you start getting, so it's spring loaded here. So when you start getting this, it may be spring loaded. I think it's spring loaded, guys. Don't quote me. Like I said, I'm no gun expert, but I do know how to properly, safely handle a firearm, clean it, all that. So once you start loading this down to like the 7 and 8, that spring is very tight, it doesn't want to give. So with your regular hand, it's super hard to push it down. What this thing does, I'm gonna show y'all here if I can, how it works. Get your magazine, and you see this little black thing right here? You basically slide your ammo or bullet, whatever you want to call it, right here when you put this in here. So like that. So basically what you have to do, you put your magazine, right? And then you squeeze this. So once you squeeze, you see how it covers? So, gosh, this thing is not focusing for me. Work with me. You see here, there's the gray part, gray tip. See there? When you push down like that, you see that opening? You just take a new piece of ammo here, and then you just slide it in. And then you lift and release up. And then boom. So there it is, like I said. So this is much easier when you get down to your lower capacity here, your magazines, trying to get down to 7, 8. When the spring is very stiff. This lightsaber, I think it was 20 bucks, 30 bucks. So if you do a lot of shooting and loading, a lot of gun range, definitely recommend this for you for sure. And also you can lock it, so if you want to carry it, because right now it's open, so you can close it right here. It has a little lock mechanism right there, the little black, and you just push it down, and now it's portable. It's not spread out. So That's pretty cool. So definitely recommend this. This is what I'll be using today. Also, sorry, I forgot. You can use this to unload as well, unload a magazine. I haven't figured it out in the instructions. I couldn't get it. I mean, I just use my finger. It's pretty quick to unload them. It's pretty easy, but yeah, so we're about to get ready to head to the gun range. If I can record in there, hopefully I can, because I want y'all to see. If I can't, sorry. You know, that's my firearm collection, I guess you can say. I'm a real person of like zombie apocalypse type stuff. So I'm okay with feeling, I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared anyway. So that's fine. You comment below if you're like me, believe in the zombie apocalypse and all that stuff. I did see, I think y'all seen the news that they cured 2 people HIV or something like that, or have been HIV free for some time now since being, you know, treated, tested. So I don't know, man. I know I watched I Am Legend, and they kind of started the same way that movie. So I mean, it's just a movie, but I'm a conspiracy. I kind of believe in some of that stuff, man. So.
How was that?
That was amazing. So I live in Arlington and I'm coming back every day.
A lot of... We're going to shoot some more, you done?
First good experience.
All right.
First experience. You can have these targets if you want. Oh, appreciate it.
All right, what's up, guys? So I just left the gun range. Hope y'all enjoyed that footage, man. I'll jump into real quick about my experience. First, the place is called Bullet Trap. Pretty cool spot. Very nice, actually. My first time going here to this particular gun range. Usually I go to the another one because this one doesn't allow shotguns. A lot of them don't, but the one I used to go to does. So that's why I used to, my first time coming here, since I just had a handgun. But very nice facility, very nice people for sure. My experience shooting a gun, first thing I noticed is the sight is slightly off to the left. So if I want to shoot, if I'm aiming right down at the bullseye, everything was going left. So when I started aiming right of the bullseye, I was hitting almost pretty close. It is adjustable, so I'll probably look at how to adjust it to get it more accurate. But yeah, it is off to the left, just a slight. I just put 100 rounds through it, so it handled those pretty good. One time, the slide did not lock once I emptied the magazine. And I did read a YouTube video on there. A guy said that same thing, which means basically once I empty the clip or the magazine, whatever, usually the slide locks back, letting you know. But at that time, the slide didn't lock. It was doing normal. So I'm squeezing the trigger, and I'm like, wait, what? And you know, I unloaded the clip and then checked the chamber, and it was empty. Usually you go to the shooting range, I go just to shoot for fun, not really try to hit the target. This time I was really working on trying to hit a certain point on the target, and it's a lot harder unless you really shoot often. It's a lot of practice that goes into that, man. It takes some time and practice, and it's a lot of technique to really work on hitting a certain spot on the target. I think y'all saw some of the stuff I was hitting and saw some of the pictures of the targets. I didn't do bad, I don't know. I was trying to hit one time I was hitting one spot right on the same time, so I felt good right there. But a few times I was all over the place, man. So I'm not an expert in shooting. I'm not a marksman in any way or any means. So y'all have to say the little comments in the bottom of the video, you know. But yeah, other than, let me see, another thing I noticed, the guys beside me were shooting a fully automatic. He said it was a MP5. It was fully automatic, and that was my first time hearing a fully automatic gun in person, besides, like, you know, Call of Duty or something. But it was fully automatic, and I talked to him afterwards. He said it was a $30,000 gun, MP5. I forget the brand, but it was MP5. Some of you probably know what that is. I don't, but he said the MP7 was down for maintenance, but that was $37,000. Pretty interesting. I didn't know guns get that expensive. That's a full car, man. That's a Mustang GT 350. No, not really. But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a car. That's crazy. I didn't know guns that expensive. Must have been a women's gun club in there. Dude, they made my gun look little. They had big guns, you know what I'm saying? But, and I was just kind of, you know, you just got in the range, just kind of look and see what people hitting, man. They were hitting the target pretty accurate, you know what I'm saying? So I think they might have been part of a gun club. I'm not sure, but overall, it was a good experience, man. It was fun to get back. I haven't been to the range in a while. Definitely something I kind of want to do, you know, just for fun. It's kind of a good stress reliever too, actually. But yeah, so that's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed the video and got to hear some of the sounds. When I first walked in there, man, guy next to me had a pretty big gun too, and I forgot where I was for a second. I was getting my stuff and he shot, boom, you know, and I actually jumped. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like, oh, you know, that was my first time hearing a gunshot again in a while. So you just, you know, if you don't do it often, you forget how loud it is. Even with the ear protection on, it's still loud, man. But otherwise, man, I was happy with the gun. You know, like I said, the sight just off slight to the left, but I can adjust that. But yeah, man, that's all I got. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one.